Hey Givanin, and welcome to another package opening video. Um, okay, here it is. I got this from Amazon, and it took, well, basically like 2 days because I ordered it on a Sunday, so it didn't make the order go through till like Monday, so I got it today. And yeah, but before I begin, I want to give a shout out to Morrissey Gere. He doesn't put out like really his own content, but he puts up. There's a show around my area called Collector's Call, and it's hosted by Lisa Welchill. And although you can't see it, but it's behind my Elvira where my finger's pointing. The Facts of Life, and she's the host for that show. And Collector's Call is a show where she goes around the country with some random expert, and they go through people's collections. They showcase their collection, and then the appraiser appraises each piece, and then at the end of it appraises everything, and then like how much the value is, estimated value of their entire collection is, and then they do a trade deal. So they'll bring something that they think the collector wants or is on the wish list, and then it's up to that person to decide if they want to trade or not. It's a very good show, and he's been uploading those recently. And so do check out his channel, Morrissey Gere. I'll leave a link to his channel down below. Not only that, but he also uploads Sven Tooney, which is, I think it's it's a show that airs after Svengoolie. If any of you know Svengoolie, it's a great show. He shows classic movies. I've been watching him since I was a kid, since the 80s. But it started off with another guy. I think his name was like Jerry something. I could be wrong, but it's just some other guy. And then, oh yeah, I'll be coming on. I'm doing my package opening quick. Okay. Yeah, and then, okay. And then Richard Coase took over, And for a while he did the Fox's Kids stuff, but under the name of Richard Coase. And then now he's back as Svengoolie. And after that show, there's something called Sven Tooney, and he's been uploading those episodes. I think it's about like a half hour show, but I guess when you take away the commercials, it's maybe like 20 minutes, something like that. But do check him out. Please subscribe to him. Please please tell him I sent you. And yeah, and he's not sure. He even told me we were talking, and he said he's not sure which direction his channel's going to go, what he's going to upload. So hopefully, you guys keep an eye on him, and and see what other things he'll upload. But for now, you can check out Collector's Call and Sven Tooney. Okay, so now this is actually something I ordered, not like with my money. The final two things from Todd will be coming maybe in the next 2 or 3 weeks, I want to say, and they're a bit more pricey. In fact, yeah, this is not part of that. This is something that I got because I believe I used up all of the money already. I reached my limit already, because. And in fact, I think I might have gone just slightly over, like 5 or 10 over, the birthday budget. But there's still 2 more things coming in from Todd, and they're like 2 of the more pricier items. But really, the other 2 things that I got were also kind of pricey, like what you've seen so far, the Dragon Knight. The Maximum Overdrive, and then, like I said, 2 more. But here we go. Can I tear this? Okay. Oh, very good. And it came with the slip, so this is good because it's not that old of a film. Oh, yeah. Okay. Another childhood classic. And the slipcover could have been in better condition, but you know what? It's okay. At least I still have it. I don't mind. Uh, it's still okay. Just some damage in the corners. Other than that, Steel Dawn, starring Patrick Swayze, it is a post-apocalyptic film, and let's see, what's it look like? Okay, so yeah, it's the same, but it's not, you know. So like I said, just a little bit of damage. That's the worst of it, and then these other two, it's not as bad, so it's still okay. The film is not all that great, but I mean, I have huge nostalgia with it because as a kid, I really thought this was absolutely badass, and it's still badass, but just as a film, it's not that great. Brian James also stars in this one. You might remember Brian James from Blade Runner and various other things. He was in Blade Runner the guy that was being interviewed. He was a replicant or I think, yeah, they're called replicants. What are they called, replicants? And he was being interviewed doing some kind of test to see if it was a replicant or not. And that's him. He was in I think it was a Tales from the Crypt episode. It was one, I think he was either like a lumberjack or something, and at the end of it, I think he was put in like a tree trunk kind of thing, and then they sawed him in half. He was in that Tales from the Crypt episode. Just various other, bit roles like that. But this one, it's post-apocalyptic. There's no power or anything, and there was some kind of great war where Patrick Swayze was one of the war heroes from this, and water is very scarce. The world has become this desert wasteland, and water has become like a commodity, and people will fight for it. Another guy that's in here, and I forgot his name, but he played Imhotep in the Mummy films, one and two, and he's in here as a henchman, like before he was like big. The blonde chick in here is also pretty hot, I think. And then there's a kid in here who wasn't really all that annoying. You know how mostly kids in these type of films, they can get annoying, but he was not really annoying. This has some pretty good fight scenes at the end. You know, there's one of the warriors in here that was also from the war. He turned to being a mercenary, so he was just like a sellsword for hire, and he was working for the bad guys. So there's a confrontation between the two of them, which you can see right here at the bottom. Here's the bad guy, and here's Patrick Swayze, and you fight with blades. And the choreography in this is very cool, I think. I don't have a legit copy of this until now. So this would be cool to see it now wide. I mean, the copy I had, it was just some bootleg, and it was not even widescreen. It was just in a square and grainy, but not a cleaned up grainy, just not remastered at all. Yeah, that's why I really thought this was badass, because of the fighting in here. And what was the thing I was gonna say? Oh shit, I can't remember. Oh, and maybe some folks don't know, but Patrick Swayze has taken martial arts. I'm not exactly, or rather, I knew it at one time, but I can't remember what style he what is it? What style he was proficient in? But he was a martial artist, and you can see that also in other movies like Roadhouse, and then he does it in here as well. So, yeah, I do recommend at least checking this out somehow, or even just getting it here. It's a Vestron video, put up by Vestron. Yeah, Vestron video. and it was only like a little over $10. So for a restaurant title, I thought that was very good. And you can apparently still get it with slipcovers. It might come a little bit wrecked, but it's not, you know, not too bad. And I have all my Vestrons up there, as you can see, stacked up there. So I don't have like a whole lot. I just try to pick out the ones that I have nostalgia with, or ones I've had interest in seeing and just never had the chance. Okay, and again, shout out to Morrissey Gere. Please check him out. Link will be down in the description box below. And I hope you all enjoyed, and see ya.